feel like I'm behind on work for the week somehow. I have a test coming up on Wednesday and then another test coming up on Thursday. So I'm gonna be studying for both of those today. I had my first grammar test this morning. That went surprisingly well. Most of it was multiple choice, which is good because I cannot for the life of me remember all of the vocabulary we've covered. And the questions where we did have to write anything down were fairly simple, so I think I did okay in that. I should hope that I did okay in that because grammar is the only thing that I'm good at. Everything else I'm very behind on compared to the rest of my classmates, but grammar I'm actually fairly ahead compared to everyone. So I do feel like I need to prove myself and do really well on this test in order to prove that I actually belong in this class. So I'm looking forward to finding out how I did on that. I'm hoping I got at least 80%. I also had my first calligraphy class today. That was really fun. I absolutely enjoyed that so much. I had not done any drawing in like 2 weeks, so just holding a paintbrush made me feel so happy. The first thing we did was just practice straight lines, and then we moved on to some kanji on newspaper. Probably did around 15 of those papers, and after we finished that, she just came round with a bin bag and asked us to throw them all in the bin, which broke my heart a little bit, but I did it anyway, because I don't feel like I should be accumulating newspapers with kanjis on them. Then we went on to the proper paper, and we did 3 of them. She kept the best one, I'm guessing to display in the class, but we got to keep the other 2, so I do have them. I refuse to put them in the bin bag this time. Tomorrow I actually have another test, candy this time, so I'm gonna be studying for that first, but if I have time this evening I might actually do some drawing because I feel like I need that right now. So you know that test that I've been studying really hard for all week? Well, we got the results back already, and apparently I got the highest mark in my class, which is insane, but it explains why I'm in this class, because I have the lowest conversation skills out of anyone ever. Funny story actually, as I left the test, one of the people outside asked me how it went in Japanese, and I attempted to say easy, but did not know the word for easy in Japanese. Which is quite ironic. I think they thought I just did really badly at it and did not realize, but no, it was in fact quite easy. After class today, we went into a really nice vegetarian restaurant, which was really good. The food was lovely, but my favorite was actually the location itself. It was just so gorgeous. There were all of these like music instruments lying around and just really pretty designery background. I had some time for sketching while we were waiting for a meal, so I'm hoping to finish up that sketch at some point from home. After that, we went into town to try some matcha desserts, which were really lovely, and then we went to do some karaoke, which was much better than last time actually. I still can't sing in Japanese, but I managed to participate in the chorus of some songs, so improvement, I guess. After that, we went into a Purikura booth to take some photos, and on the way home I managed to buy myself a new sketchbook, which is great because I only have 2 pages left on my current one. So Saturday was an interesting experience. I spent the morning working and then went to an art exhibition in the afternoon. We are doing a project on Japanese omen masks, which are those expression masks that they used to wear in Japanese theatre. There was an exhibition going on this that I got a flyer from about a month ago, and I still had it lying around in my room, so I decided to take my team with me. When we arrived, we were told that we weren't allowed to take photographs, which was a bit of a problem because we were supposed to be taking photographs for a project. So instead I stood around sketching some of the masks and taking notes on them until we bumped into the person that gave me the flyer. Now, I had only actually talked to this person once. He is one of the students that have already graduated from the language program I'm doing and was there to answer questions to us during orientation. He did remember me somehow, and he was so sweet. He seems really happy to see me, and from the point we bumped into her, suddenly we got this insane VIP treatment. I did not understand much of what was going on because most of what followed was in Japanese, but we were allowed to take pictures of some of the masks. Thanks to her, we were also able to talk to the people at the try-on part of the exhibition, where we got to try on real masks, which was really fun. Slightly confusing experience. The holes in the eyes are really small, so you can only see directly ahead of you through like this tiny little hole. And there's also some holes through the nostrils for you to be able to look down so you don't fall over. But it was just very disorientating. It was just like looking at this black screen with like 4 points of light. And I could hear people taking photos of me, but I did not know where the cameras were. And I did not realize that people were posting around me until afterwards when I saw the photos. After that, we went to the river to sit and work on our project, and then went out for dinner together as well, which was very fun, although slightly confusing and terrifying because those people don't speak a lot of English, so we had to communicate primarily in Japanese. There was a lot of translating going on, a lot of dictionaries going on, but it was just really fun. I feel like my conversation level improved so much just from Saturday alone. On Sunday, my friend Sylvia organized a trip to Osaka, which was so much fun. I had never been to Osaka before. It's such an overwhelming experience. The train station itself that we arrived from is connected to, I think, around 5 different department stores surrounding it, so you never actually have to leave the building. You can go into all of these places. I believe it was about 3 hours into a trip when I first saw any outdoor part of the city for the first time. But my favorite part of the city was actually inside the department stores. It was the Ghibli shop, which was so beautiful. It's like a fairy tale in there. It's just really pretty, slightly pricey, but really pretty. After exploring that main area around the train station, we took the underground to Namda, which is another touristy area with a whole bunch of restaurants, and they have this really big signs outside, which is really fun to watch because they're all competing against each other with the signs. It was a bit crowded, but like really pretty, especially at nighttime. All of these neon lights and just futuristic type city place. I think overall I actually prefer Kyoto, but it was really beautiful to look at and just interesting and fun. Overall, it was a really fun and really busy weekend. I got home quite late on both of the days, which is why I'm actually filming this on a Tuesday. But hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of these clips going around Osaka.